Instead of believing our own potential or our own guts, we start believing other opinion about us. We start believing or we start giving over value to the other opinion. Instead, we must understand our own capacity, our own capability, that what we deserve for. But we are human. We have such ability develop in our mind that whenever somebody says something, that we believe more than what we have exactly. This statement, I'm not talking about on my opinion. What I'm talking about, I was listening to one of the great monk, so called, he's living in America, or he come under influence by some monk, or he started surviving the monk life. He left all his possession, all property, because he know that the real life lies in simplicity. Or he started following the monk life. He came back to India, started living in monastery, or spent 3 years with the monk. Anyhow, then back he went to his real life style. But again within 3 years, he learned a lot of things, or that he discussed, or that he talked about, and what were the discipline when he was living somewhere in the monk lifestyle. But what is different than what he is surviving now? And that a story he was narrating somewhere, sitting somewhere with one of the podcaster, or talking about his lifestyle. In that, he was sharing that why we don't gain what we want in our life, but what we do always that we don't need in our lifestyle, or that will not add value, and we are running behind that. Why it is happening? We are human, or we overvalue other opinion. Once we started doing something, or somebody boycott it, somebody said us that you are not capable of, or that goes in our deep mind, or we start believing it just on his statement. Why? Because we are not believing what we have, what we are believing that somebody told us. And that is called we are just giving overvalue to the other opinion. Instead, what we are, instead, what our guts are, what our potential is. Or that was one of, and that was one of the great, and that was one of the great a statement that even I believe many people around the world, they have a lot of potential, they can do many things, but what are they doing is that they are just engrossed what others say, right? Or whenever we watch other nowadays, the comparison is evident. Why? Because earlier it was not there, the facility was not there, we were not able to see other growth. But now we are connected globally, or that is because we are connected and we are able to see all around the world what is happening nowadays. Something is genuine, and more about that, those are baffled, but again we are believing, we are just thinking about those, and we think that, my god, that guy is great, he possesses a great skill, but when it comes to me, I am not. I can't do that, because the person when he speak, the person when we uh, go on a stage, when he goes to a stage, a speak, deliver speeches, it is amazing, compelling, that everybody wants to listen. But what about me? I am not at the 2% of that guy. But when again a statement click in my mind, one guy said, why comparison? Why we think about others and we start comparing? Because we have that tendency. But just assume that somebody who is on the page number 20 and you are started and you are at the page number 1 or 2, why you are comparing? You are nowhere parallel to him. He at the 20 number page. He has started early, long ago, and you are on the page first. You have started today, and today itself you started comparing. That is one of the horrible situations that creates in our mind, and we are just lingering, obsessing about that. And that comparison mindset somewhere sabotage our own potential. We don't believe what we possess. We don't believe what can we do. We can do better than what he did. But no, we started comparing from the day one. And again, somewhere it start draining our energy, draining our confidence. And basically, we must grow, but instead of growing, we are lagging behind. We are falling behind. Why? Because now we started comparing with other people. But the comparison is one of the terrible situation. Remember, it lies with many people. But a handful of people, they are aware how to handle. But the majority of people, they are not. They don't know how to handle the situation. Or that is what they are somewhere dwelling on the statement that somebody given to him, or comparing with somebody, or just falling behind and leaving it, that no, I can't do that. See the guy, that is the person. But we are not thinking about our potential. We are not thinking about the page number. He is on 20, we are on 1. Remember, gradually, but result comes. Patience, but result comes. But many people, they don't have patience, or they don't believe on gradual process. They want immediately, but immediately only magic happen, and the magic is magic, right? Nobody knows does it exist or not, but but instead of believing on the magic, instead of believing on miracle, we must believe on action. We must believe on gradual process. That is what we are lacking nowadays. But only a handful of people, they understand the reality, they know the essence of gradual process, and they are in the incessant practice. And now when time comes, we are somewhere away. We left the action that we were doing at the first page or second page. But somebody, they know the real scenario, or they are still incessantly working. And by the time they start growing, they start getting what they want. But what happened with us, majority of people, they drop their idea. But the people, they know that incessant practice will somewhere propel them to the next level, or they will go if they have embarked, if they are following the process. Process matters. Everything has its a specific time. But we are just waiting for the something magic. But magic is again magic. So, guy, when it comes to me, I always focus about the English communication skill. But we know that well English communication skill is not magic. It demands a lot of practice. It demands a lot of effort, incessant practice, continuous effort. But again, it is not rocket science. It is similar that what we get other things in our life. Similarly, we can get this also. But the problem is here, we are not thinking about that. We are just dwelling something that is not real, that is superficial, that may bring futile result. We are more keen about that. Instead, what we can get, what we have potential, what can we do by gradual process, we are not thinking about that. And that is one of the great drawback that everybody has, majority of people have, but only handful of people, they are somewhere doing great or getting result. Ultimately, after a few years, again we remember that, oh my god, I could have done that. I shouldn't have got derailed. Why? Because the guy I knew, he incessantly adhered, and today he got the result. But still, I am on the same page. I didn't grow. Why? Because I was waiting for the magic. But the magic hardly happened. But the hard work, gradual process, following process, everyday practice, these are the spec about whatever you want in your life. Or one day, you get to know that these are the only things, idea that we get, but depends how greatly mindset you have developed. It matters. But again, we are human. Or we forget many times that what we want, but what we are doing. Or once upon a time, we regret again and we are thinking again. So instead of going again and again circling back, we must be aware that be consistent. It will bring result. Thank you.